Hey everybody, I'm here today with a driving lesson on starting and stopping the car. Now this driving lesson will be for an automatic car, and I'll be showing you how to start and stop it safely and properly and smoothly. Now let's get right to it. First and foremost, I want to bring the camera down here, and most of the camera focus will be down here because this is the main part of starting and stopping. As you can see, there are two pedals. One is to the left over here and the other one's to the right. You can see that this one is sort of wider, okay, and this one is sort of taller, okay? So the pedal to the left, the wider one right here, is the brake pedal. And if you push on it, you won't hear any noise. It just activates and deactivates the brakes. The pedal to the right over here is the accelerator pedal or the gas pedal. Now it is the pedal that controls the acceleration of the car. And if you push on it, you'll hear the engine rev just a little bit. Just like that. So the first thing that I want to go over is putting the car into the drive gear. I'm going to be focusing on starting and stopping the car in drive for this video because it's only about the movement. I'm not talking about steering in reverse or anything like that, just the movement. So we're going to be doing it in drive. Now I would recommend that you either start off in an empty parking lot or an empty street like this where there's like no traffic at all, just pulled over to the side of the road at a time where there's very few cars on the road. Start off at a time where you're not going to be obstructed and where you won't get nervous, or you won't have to avoid other cars and so forth. All right, so let's get right to it. The first thing you want to do is shift the car into drive, okay? And I'm going to show you how to start moving, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take your right foot. You'll only be using your right foot when you're driving an automatic car. You don't use your left foot, it just stays there, okay? There are two pedals, but you use one foot to operate both of these pedals. So take your right foot, push it down on the brake like that, nice and firmly. And what that's going to do is that's going to apply the brakes. It's going to engage the brakes. And now you can shift the gear selector into drive, and the car's not going to move anywhere. Make sure that your parking brake is also disengaged, and that will ensure that the car is able to move, but it's not moving because you have your foot pressed down on the brake. Now, as you can see, I'm in drive. You can see on the dashboard right there, I'm in drive, but I'm not moving anywhere. So I'll show you the side, and you can see that I'm not moving anywhere. I'm just at a standstill. Now, what you want to start off doing when you're learning how to drive, when you're learning how to start and stop, is you just want to slowly release your foot from the brake, slowly and not completely, and do it until the car starts moving super slowly, and hold your foot there on the brake while the car is moving slowly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I am actually moving my foot, and I'm going to try and get the camera to focus, and I'm going to hold it in that position when the car starts inching, and then I'm going to show you. So I'm slowly, as you can see, raising my foot off of the brake, slowly, just slowly. You probably can't even tell, but I'm slowly raising it off of the brake, slowly, slowly, and what happens is now, slowly raising it off. As you can see, I'm going to hold my foot there. And if you take a look to the side, the car is now inching forward. Okay? Now push your foot down on the brake. So I'm going to push it down on the brake. And what I've done there is I've moved forward a little bit. I've started and stopped the car, only using the brake pedal. You want to start only using the brake pedal when you're learning how to drive. You don't want to touch the gas pedal, because when you're just learning how to drive, the gas pedal can be pretty dangerous, because if you push the gas pedal too hard, your car is going to go flying forward. I mean, not literally flying, but it's going to accelerate forward. So you're going to do that a few times. Keep releasing your foot from the brake, and you'll see, release your foot from the brake until the car inches forward, just like that. And then push the brake down. Come to a stop. Release your foot slowly from the brake until the car inches forward. Push the brake down. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you a better idea. Move forward and brake. It's going to give you a better idea of what it feels like to get moving and to actually brake. So what it feels like to start and stop the car. Now the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to release your foot completely from the brake. So you're not just going to release it slightly. You're going to release your foot completely from the brake and then brake again. So once again, I'll show you. Actually, I'll start off by showing you the brake pedal. I'm going to release my foot completely from the brake, still slowly, but completely off, as you can see. And then, as you can see, the car is moving forward at a decent speed. It's probably about 4 or 5 kilometers per hour. And then I'm going to push the brake. Now you can do it a little bit faster than this, but I'm trying to get out of the way of the driveways. So now I'm going to push the brake. slowly, and then fully apply the brake. And you're going to do this a few times. As you can see, I've come to a complete stop. Okay, you're going to do this a few times to really get the hang of what it feels like to actually move at a few kilometers per hour. So I'm just going to basically release my foot completely from the brake and then push it slowly, gradually, and a little bit more pressure. Okay, release my foot completely from the brake, slowly, gradually, a little bit more pressure. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow you to feel what it feels like for the car to actually start moving. Now, the final thing that you want to do, and you only want to do this when you're ready, okay? Now, you can do these first two steps, just barely releasing the brake and then fully releasing the brake. Those are the first two steps. You can do them for half an hour to an hour if you want, or 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it takes for you to feel 100% comfortable with moving forward at a little bit of a faster pace. So what you're going to do next is you're going to fully release the brake, and then you're going to just barely press on the gas pedal. So what I'll do is I'll do it, and I'll show you only the pedals first, then I'll show you the outside of the car. So I'm fully releasing the brake, barely pressing on the gas pedal, like barely even touching it. And now I'm moving a little bit faster, about 8 or 9 kilometers an hour, holding my foot on the gas pedal, barely pressing it. Then I'm going to brake again, just like that. And now I've come to a complete stop. I'll show you what it looks like from the side over here. So I'm going to fully release the brake right now, barely pressing the gas pedal, moving forward just a little bit faster. Once again, I'm going about 8, 9 kilometers an hour, almost 10 kilometers an hour right now. Then I'm putting my foot back on the brake, pressing the brake, and coming to a stop. And you're going to continue doing that, and that's going to allow you to be better and better at starting and stopping. And if you do this for a while, these 3 steps, okay, you'll get much better at driving a car, starting and stopping, getting going and getting stopped. So once again, the first step is just barely release the brake until the car starts inching, and then press the brake down. Continue doing that. The second step is to fully release the brake until the car starts moving, and then press the brake down. So fully release it and press the brake down. The third step is going to be to fully release the brake and barely press the gas, and then press the brake down and come to a complete stop. Now, when you're done doing all of this, when you want to sort of completely stop, is you want to just, take the gear selector and put it in park. And then you can also engage the parking brake just like that. And then you can release your foot off the brake, and as you can see, the car is not going to move anywhere. And that's basically it. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video tutorial on starting and stopping while driving. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. What are your tips for starting and stopping while driving? And did you find this video tutorial helpful? And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. I tried to give you the best view of the brake pedal, the gas pedal, and the outside of the car. And I sort of went back and forth to give you the best view of what was going on. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.